Hello, hello everyone. Happy Monday. We better not sing that. Every week I am seeming to get a song somewhere in my video that is cutting out like sections of it. So, all right, let's see. Am I in the right place? I have no idea. Share. Yes, I am. Okay, I see somebody popping on. I'm sharing that over to my Simply Elizabeth group. It's kind of like a smaller VIP group. Put it over there. Make sure as you come in that you say hello. Hello, and make sure you share. We like it when you share. It helps to share the creativity, right? Happy Monday, happy Monday. Okay, we're gonna jump right in because we do have some die cutting today. Prizes from last week are, hello Melissa, are Verna, you won the adhesive back snowflakes. I've got your address, I'll get that over to you. Dora, you won the vintage Christmas. I've got your address since you were on my team. So I will get that over to you as well. Thank you for everyone who shared the video last week. And thank you everyone for commenting, because I had to go back and read a whole bunch. Hello. Hey Deb, how are you? And Sharon and Verna and Kathy. Hello. I did forget to grab this week's prizes, so I'm going to grab that real quick. I got them all in order. I just have to reach for them. Uh-oh. Well, I might knock the box down in the process, but let's see. All right. Oh, there we go. Short girl problems. Prizes for next week. Glad We're Friends is the stamp set. And then I've got a bolt of some gorgeous grape ribbon here. So this is a really cute set. And if you comment, you share, you get that. You get your name in the drawing for next week. Hey Karen. All right, so don't forget, y'all, August is almost done. Who can believe that? It has flown by. I feel like I'm so far behind and I don't know why. But August is literally Wednesday's the last day of August. And so don't forget, if you spend $50 in my online store, you get this tutorial for free. So again, it has to be in my online store. And then I email that out. I have emailed out everyone's. I think I sent out the last batch last night of them. So if you did not get yours, check your junk folder. If it's not in your junk or spam, then email me and let me know, and I will reply with the link for this. There's 33 projects in there for August. Don't forget, starting September the 1st, which is Thursday, will be the Perfect Partners. This is die sets that are going to be only for the month of September or while supplies last. So if they sell out in the first week, they're done. You don't get them again. And we will be doing in my classes for the month of September, we will be using these sets, and then you're also going to see Facebook Lives with them. So by the end of September, you will have plenty of samples and ideas to go by. But we have the apple blossoms, we have the fresh cut stems, the playful piggies, the trimming the trees, the waterfall, and then the Yeti. So make sure that you get those dies before they run out. The other thing is that you do get them as a bundle pricing, which is always nice. So even though they're not in the catalog, they're still going to get, the dies aren't in the catalog, they're still going to get that you'll still get that 10% bundle pricing. So don't forget about that. If you are a current customer of mine, then you will get this flyer. So you've got all of the numbers, the item numbers, to put into the computer, so that when you order, you'll have all of that right there in front of you on a piece of paper. The other thing is paper pumpkin. Paper pumpkin has been really popular. So popular, we're gonna do some alternatives tonight with the August one, but I have no more kits left. So if you were wanting one, I am so sorry. I even ordered extras this month. They are all gone. They literally were not even in the house, and I had like one left, I think, other than my box to do the alternatives with. So they are all gone. They are not coming out with any refills on this one because they were so popular. So, you know, I guess sunflowers are really a thing. Like, people really do love them. So, which is good because I liked them too, and I thought this kit was amazing. So, but if you want any kits from now to the end of the year, just know that these are the most popular ones that they usually come out with. So you need to actually subscribe to make sure that you are on the list, okay? These are just the boxes of the ones that will be coming. So I'm excited about those too. Well, okay, I'm excited about that one too because it's purple. So, but anyway, so make sure you get in with that. With the end of August is also the end of celebration. So if you haven't ordered all the celebration stuff that you want, you better get it because it will be gone on Wednesday. And the other thing with celebration is that is when the joining special is over. So this is the last time you'll hear me talk about it. You'll get one more email from me. It'll come out on Wednesday, just as one last reminder. One went out this morning, but then one will go out on Wednesday as well. So with the joining special, you get 3 notebooks. They're actually really cute, and I will probably use these. Probably not the polka dot one. I'm not real big on the dots, but I do like the lines and then just the blank. The other thing is it comes with a stamp set, and then it comes with your binder with all your fun stuff, your dividers, and then you've got a ton of planner inserts. So now is a great time to join. It's always a great time to join Stampin' Up, but now is a great time because you get some extra free stuff. Okay, I think that is it. Dora, I saw you pop on. Hello, I'm glad you're feeling better. I know headaches were the worst. I get them not nearly as much since my allergy shots, but I know the feeling. But you won the Vintage Christmas. So message me. I've got your address, but message me because if you're going to be at class next week, then I'll just hold it and then we can do that just to save a little on shipping. So just let me know. Okay, that's it for that. So today we are going to do the Sweet Sunflowers Paper Pumpkin. We're going to do some alternatives. And y'all, this kit really is. It's awesome. Here's another up close view of those boxes. They like to put promotions for the next one in there. This kit came with some free items too. So if you got it, you got these little hive things. We're going to actually use this as a mask later on. So yay. It comes with really amazing envelopes, which if you've ever watched any of my paper pumpkin alternative videos, I created a bag or box type deal with another kit like in the past, and it was something that I had seen Stampin' Up do, and so I just figured out what the measurements were and I recreated it. So you can do all kinds of things if you have leftover envelopes as well. But the sunflower kit is really pretty. That is like one whole piece. So, and it's real simple to put together. It didn't take me very long to do the regular cards. So let me show you those. So these were the ones that the kit was intended to make. Right here. I always do those. just so that when I display them at craft fairs, people can see exactly what has been created, like what comes, like how the kit is supposed to come. So that's how they were intended. Now I started creating and I couldn't stop. So I did have to force myself to stop because I did our 3 projects for today and then I just kept going. So this one and then this one, because I really wanted to use that background, that the free item in there. So this is the free item back here too. I know it's covered up, but it's a gold. And you know, with it being a free item, being able to use it as a layer really kind of helped as well. So, and then of course I used some of my new favorite ribbon there. And the bees are really cute, but they are really hard to see. But other than that, anyway, so this is the kit. I love it. You can get the measurements and the products that we use today. You can get that on my website. So there's a description in the description of the video. You can click over there and it'll be the very first post that you see. Okay. With this kit, there's kind of something that's coordinating in our annual catalog. And it is the sunflowers dies. So you got the dies, which this, when it came out, was very popular. And then you've got the Celebrate Sunflowers stamp set. So it coordinates wonderfully because one of the sentiments in here, it says for one of your, it says for a one-of-a-kind friend. And these sentiments are I love the sentiments in this stamp set, and I really truly like the ones in here too. The other one that I really like is wishing you so much happiness. So great stamp set in the kit, and then also to coordinate with this one here. Okay, let's get down to it. For some reason, my voice is very shaky today. I don't know why. Maybe I'm nervous. I don't know. Oh, Vernick, yes. There's been some amazing things, like so much so that I really wanted to just copy a whole bunch, but I couldn't. Because I was like, I have to make it original to myself, right? Okay, I'm going to get a drink of water. Because apparently my throat's dry, which may be why it's shaking and cracking. Okay, the first project we're going to do, it's not a card. Yay! Y'all know I love 3D projects. This, though, I had a whole bag of these because my intent is to get them and decorate the front of them for a craft fair that I do. But I haven't had a chance to because I never have a chance to do anything like that. I end up just using my Facebook Lives to sell. So anyway, I decided, though, that this would be the perfect little book to give someone with sunflowers on it. It would just, I mean, something like this would brighten my day. So I decided that's what I was going to do. Now, this is where I use the free in order to, I used it as a mask on the front. So I'm going to show you how to do all that. I did have to put some sticky on it. And apparently I smushed it down a little too much, but there we go. We can get it off, no problem. All right, so I did link in the blog post on my website. There is a link to where I got these on Amazon, and they are not that expensive. These would be great Christmas gifts or just something like a little Cersei to put in somebody's, you know, on their desk at work or in their birthday bag or whatever. So let's do our shading. Now, I am going to tell you, I think on my blog, I put that we used early espresso ink, but I'm using soft suede. You can use either one. Either one will be perfect, I promise. Okay, so we're going to take this mask and we're going to line it up right onto our, And I put just a little bit of adhesive, and then I just stuck my finger on it so that it's not too sticky. And then I'm still using it again. So we're gonna line this up. We're just gonna put it down. We're gonna take our blending brush, and I'm just gonna put a little over there. And then we're just gonna use this as a mask. And we're gonna go around in circles. And I'm not gonna go to the edges because if you'll notice on my sample, when I went to the edge, it's got that straight line there, so I want to avoid that. So I'm gonna flip it and do it a little bit like this. All right, and then I think that should be enough. Let's go a little bit further down. Not much further, but a little further. Okay, so now we are done. So now we're gonna take off that mask. There we go. And then even after you use it as a mask, you could literally like take it and cut it up and use it, you know, on another project. Take that sticky part off. Okay, so there we go. That's a little darker, but it's okay. I have a little bit more ink on my brush now because I used it on the first project. We are gonna stamp for a one-of-a-kind friend, and we're gonna stamp that in the soft suede. We'll stamp right down here. Okay. Then we are going to take, and we're really kind of using the same color scheme on all three projects today because it's sunflowers. So, you know, not many to, you could deviate from it, absolutely, but these are just my favorite colors when it comes to sunflowers. Okay. So now we've got this piece here, and that's from the kit itself. So we're going to take some crushed curry, and we are going to stamp it. And I'm going to show you what they did, what the intent of this stamp is. So this is a stamp from the kit. You're going to just stamp it down. You don't need to line anything up. You just stamp it down. Then you ink up again. You flip the stamp, and then you line the center up and you stamp again. And then it makes it look like the sunflower. Now we're going to take the center part, and we're going to take that soft suede again. And I think most people have only stamped it once, but I really liked it twice. So I'm going to stamp it once, then I'm going to flip it, and I'm going to stamp it again. I thought it made the center a little bit bolder, and I liked that. Yes, Deb, they are. I've never really been a fan of honeybees or bees or anything like that until Stampin' Up! Started putting them in the catalog. And then, of course, you know, I fall for it. So, all right, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take the large sunflower from the Celebrate Sunflowers from the annual catalog. We're going to ink it up in the crushed curry. We're going to stamp it down. Okay. I'm not going to do anything with the center because we're going to cover it up with our sentiment, so you don't need to do anything with that. Then let's see, we need to stamp our leaves, and we're going to do that in Pear Pizzazz. So we are going to stamp 1 and 2. Then we're going to do the 2 small ones right there. All right. We're going to close up our ink pad. Oh, yeah, Verna. Yeah. Sorry, I had to read all of your comment twice. Yes, it does. It certainly does. All right, we're going to bring in our cut an emboss machine. I'm going to set that aside so I don't lose those. And we're going to pull those. My magnetic plate is still holding on, but by a thread. I've had to retape it twice now. But I'm determined to keep it a little while longer. Okay, so with this one, I'm going to need these from the annual catalog bundle. Well, it's really just a stamp set because the bundle came out, I think it was last year. So this is year number 2 for it. Make sure I'm on that plate, okay? Then we're gonna stick, let's see, I wonder if I can, let's move it that way. And let's stick this here. We're gonna line this up. Actually, you know what? We've got to run it through again anyway, so let's just do it this way. Just so we're not messing up doing that. Okay. Uh-oh. Hold on. I lost a die. There it goes. Okay. I forgot, I got to cut out this large leaf twice, so we'll just run it instead of trying to get it all on one. We'll run it through twice. All right, so we're going to do one. And then run this through. Sorry for shaking. All right. So there we go with that. There's 1, 2, and 3. We're gonna tear this off. So we just need that little piece there. We're gonna lay it. Then we're gonna take the large sunflower. And the dies have the outline as well as the like detailed, and we'll use that one too. Okay, so in order to find how this lays, there are different points that you can kind of find. The one that always sticks out to me is this one. So all I'm gonna do is try to find some of the pieces that curve pretty good. And I believe it is right about here. There we go. So find the pieces that stick out to you, and then find that on the stamp, and then it's easier to line it up. I hope that helps. All right, that is all the cutting for this project. I absolutely love this sunflower. I love it. Okay, we got some extra paper there. Let's move our machine. And then let's start putting our pieces together. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and tie our ribbon. And all I did was stick it in that front cover and pull it through. And then I wanted to tie a big bow. And we're going to see if I can do it again. This ribbon is actually really easy to tie a bow with. I don't typically have problems with it. All right, there we go. Let's get our scissors and we're going to trim off those tails. And then trim off this one like that. All right, and then you can move it out a little bit if you want to so that it lays properly, but totally up to you for wherever you want to place it at. All right, so we got the big bow. And we have our large sunflower is what we want to put on next. So we're just gonna flip it over, and all we're gonna put on it is just regular seal. Now I'm putting Seal Plus because I wanna make sure that this stays, since it is technically a 3D project, okay? Then we're gonna line it up. We're gonna do like this, okay? So I want to make sure that I've still got some of that honeycomb in the background. We are then going to take our little one. We're going to pop it up. So 1, 2, 3. And I've got some hair that's joining in with it. We're going to stick this right about here. Okay, we're gonna take our large leaves, we're gonna put those flat. So we're just gonna put some Seal Plus on it. And then we're gonna put this one here, and I'm just sliding it right up underneath. All right, so then we're gonna do our little ones, and we're gonna do those flat too. They don't need to be popped up. We're gonna stick them right up underneath, up here. Like that. Now these little pieces here, we are gonna cut off that bottom part. Then we are gonna take a glue dot we're gonna put a glue dot on that bottom, and then we're just gonna tuck it right up here. We wanna make sure that glue dot is hidden though, like that. You could also use some liquid glue if you wanted to. I decided that's a little small for the video to do the liquid glue, so I'm going to stay away from that tonight. And then we're going to put a glue dot on the bottom of this one. And then we're going to tuck that one up underneath as well. Just like that. Last thing we want to do is we want to pop up our sentiment. And all my comments went away. And we're going to stick that right over the center of that. And that is project number 1. Oh, thank you, Sandy. Thank you, Miss Vicky. A smaller sunflower with leaves from that set is beautiful as well. Oh, yes. Yes, yes. We're going to use that. Don't you worry. That's going to be on our last card, which also happens to be my favorite card. And you'll know why when we get there, because it's going to look a little familiar. All right. So there is project number 1. I will tell you what. I really, I've always loved sunflowers, but I love them. I think the older I get, the more I love them as well. So, all right, so we're going to set that aside. We're going to go on to project number 2. Let me see if I can clean up. I don't really think I can get rid of anything yet because I need all the colors. Okay, so this is project number 2. We're going to change this up just a touch because we're going to change the color of the top layer. But if you can see it, it's got Wink of Stella on it. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, so this one, and I did cut out one piece already just so you didn't have to watch me do all that. So the detailed one. But you see, we're going to change it to So Saffron so that it kind of sticks out just a little bit more. We'll see if we like it. If we don't, you know, I can go back and change it later. Okay, we are first going to create our background. And we are going to create our background by stamping. I need to make sure I grab the right piece. There we go, there we go. All right. We're going to stamp the sunflowers all over the back. So we're going to bring in this right here. We're going to take the little sunflower and we're going to stamp it a couple times. If I can find my crushed curry, there it is. And we're going to do that obviously in crushed curry. Now, if you wanted to change it up, you could do it in Daffodil Delight as well. All right, so, and then we have to stamp it twice so it really does look like that sunflower. We're going to do one here, switch it, stamp it. We're going to do one here, rotate it, and stamp it. Okay, I'm going to do a little tiny one up here at the top. Okay, now what I need to do is I need to go in and I need to stamp the center. We're going to do that with soft suede. Again, on my blog post, I put the wrong color, but I promise either one will look just fine. And again, on this one, I am stamping and then rotating. I really did like the double stamped for the center part too. Okay, there we go. Next piece we're going to put in is we're going to do this little fig looking thing. This is out of the stamp set from the kit. And we're going to just stamp it all over. We're going to bring this one in here. Oops. I messed that one up just a touch. Let's do a little bit there. And we'll do a leaf there. Okay. Then we're going to take our leaf from the kit stamp set. We're going to take that pear pizzazz and we're going to stamp it maybe in the additional open spots like that. Okay. And that is our background. So we created our own DSP. Hold on just a second. I'm going to take a sip of water. I've been really thirsty today. I actually went camping with my girlfriends this weekend, and Marie likes to fatten us up quite a bit while we're there. So I had a lot of food, which I don't normally eat. So I think that is, and then being outside and all that heat, I think has just made me very, very thirsty. So I've been drinking a lot and drinking water, not drinking alcohol. That came out a little bad, but all right. Okay, so we're going to attach this piece now to our Daffodil Delight background. Then we are ready to cut out our pieces. Actually, one more thing. Let's stamp our sentiment. We're going to do that in the soft suede. Oh no, that did not stamp right. Let's try that again. There we go. All right. I'm gonna stick all those over there. I'm gonna bring in my trimmer really quick and we're gonna cut that. And then we'll bring in our machine. All right, so this is a little crooked, so we just want to get it straight. And then we're going to come over on this side, make sure we've got it straight. And then we're going to trim that end, trim that end, and then we've got our sentiment. All right. Now we're going to cut out the rest of our pieces. Let me bring in the machine. and we are going to cut out just the large outline of the sunflower. And then we are going to cut out the center part. So not too much to cut out on this card. Oh yes, Sandy, you gotta make your own DSP every now and then. I'll say that I'm really bad about making it too. I tend to just fall for the DSP that Stampin' Up! Sells. But yeah, every now and then you gotta bring out and do old school, make your own DSP. All right. Now, I knew my card was going to be a little darker just because I am using darker colors. So what I actually wanted to do was lighten it up just to kind of just draw away from how dark it was. So I'm going to put a piece of vellum over that piece. And I'm not going to put on the edges because I don't want you to see it. But we're going to stick that in the center and then it's going to get covered up. Okay. All right, now we're gonna bring in the trash bucket. We're gonna peel off. I ran this piece through with our adhesive sheets and ta-da. And then you can take out the little pieces pretty easily with the sticky on them. Okay, so we got that. Now, we're going to look for that little shape again, and I'm pretty sure it's that one. We're going to line it up. Look at, nope, it's not. It's got to be this one. Nope. Not as easy when you're, there we go. Looking at it from an angle. All right, so now we're going to line up our sunflower. All right, there we go. Now I'm gonna flip it over and I'm just gonna press. And that's gonna make sure that that adhesive sheet is really sticking. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead now and take my Wink of Stella and I'm gonna color in the whole thing. Oh, you know what I forgot? Forgot to put this on. And we're just gonna use Seal. Stick that right in the center. There we go. And for your Wink of Stella, you'll see a little push button here on the side. That's where you push to get more into your barrel, and then it'll come out. So that's if you run out, or you know, you're not getting any on your cardstock, like I'm not now. You can also shake it a little bit and then squeeze, and you'll see it start coming out into that barrel. Now it does look like it's, you know, a color when it goes on here, but it will dry clear, I promise, unless you do a big glob. All right, and then I'm just gonna run over all of this because it's all gotta be sparkly, right? All right, there we go. I'll go back and fill in where it missed after the video. Okay, so we got that. Now we are going to take this ribbon here. We're gonna put some adhesive down. One thing with this, okay, so this is a really large ribbon. By the way, you can stamp on this ribbon and it's very pretty, but I have found that cutting the ribbon with a straight line is way better for this ribbon than cutting it at an angle, because when you do it at an angle, it's like you almost have to cut straight if you use our paper snips. If you have a larger pair of scissors, okay. But if you are using our paper snips, I have found cutting it straight across is much better. So we're gonna cut it straight across for the purpose of our card today. And we're just gonna do a zigzag. Y'all know I like my zigzags here. We're gonna add a little bit more adhesive down here. And see, this ribbon has now covered up the adhesive that we put on the vellum as well. All right, then we're gonna cut this straight across. We're going to take and pop up our sunflower, and we're gonna place it over that ribbon. I'm gonna put quite a bit of dimensionals on, just because it is gonna stick to that ribbon. And this will guarantee us it's not gonna fall off. All right, so I'm gonna stick this right about here. I'm gonna take my sentiment, and we're gonna put adhesive up here in this corner. Excuse me. We're gonna put a dimensional, and then a dimensional. And then we are going to pop that right there. And then the last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take our card base, which is Early Espresso. I've lost my bone folder. Nope, there it is. I hadn't used it yet. And we're gonna put adhesive, just our Seal Plus on the back. And because it's got that big ribbon on it, I'm adding a little bit of extra. Probably more than I need to, but it'll be okay. And then we're gonna just stick that right to the front. And then I'm gonna pull one piece of Very Vanilla, because we used Very Vanilla there. I'm gonna stamp. We're gonna do the inside, because you can't write on the inside of that card. It's a little too dark. So we're gonna stamp this on the inside. There we go. We will flip that over, put some adhesive on. My adhesive is not very straight today. Nope, not at all. We're gonna stick that inside, and ta-da, there is project number 2, card number 1. And I think I like it with the lighter. You can also swap it and put the lighter in the back and then the darker on the top, whichever you prefer, but I like that. I like it with the color difference. Okay, last but not least, y'all know that I love my gingham. And we did a card last week that looked a little like this. Well, and you know how much I love my pumpkins. So I literally was trying to think of what card I was gonna do last, and I was struggling just a little bit, because I was like, you know, it's sunflowers, and you know, what else can I do? So I decided to search sunflower home decor in Google. Well, when I did, it popped up with a welcome mat that looked just like my card from last week, but with sunflowers. So I did try to change it just a touch by adding something a little different at the top and not making it bare, but we're almost doing a similar card this week. And I just could not help myself, because when I saw the welcome mat, I fell in love, and I was like, yep, we're doing it. So that is very popular home decor, is the gingham or plaid, whatever you want to call it. It's gingham to me, but it's very, very, very popular with sunflowers and pumpkins this year. So we're going to use the little sunflower, And pretty much, well, the sentiment is from the kit. So, but this one has a lot because we're also going to do a little coloring. Because I felt like I needed to show you that you could color in these stamps as well. Okay, I went ahead and cut out the banners. The banners are using the All That stamp set, or not stamp set, die set. So it's those banners right there. All right. Instead of using a card base that I had to pre-cut, I decided to use one of the card bases from the kit. So we're going to cover up, yes, we're covering up the pretty front, but it'll be okay. I wanted to show you that you could do other stuff with the card fronts. All right, so we are gonna use some liquid glue for this. Make sure I get it on there straight, since nothing else has been straight for me today. All right, flip this over, stick it right on top. Do know that your card bases that are coming in the kit are just slightly smaller. Not much, but they are just a little smaller. All right, we're gonna take our banners here. We're gonna put adhesive on the back. Line it up right about there. This one, we're gonna make a little shorter. This is using the Brights DSP. We're gonna lay it over and then like that. And we will trim off the top. Maybe. I need to be straight. All right, there we go. We'll set that aside because now we need to stamp our sunflowers. We're gonna stamp them in black memento. We're gonna put that there. I need to clean this one. I brought my little chamois over. At least I thought, oh yeah, there it is. It's a big old stamp set. We gotta kind of hand do it. All right. Now I'm going to flip it like that and ink it up upside down. Sometimes that's much easier with your larger stamps to do it that way. All right, now I know I've got all of it inked up. We're gonna flip it over and stamp it down. All right. Now, I'm not doing anything real fancy. Not a fancy colorer by any means. Thank you, Verda. That is what we're going to call it, the Welcome Mat card. All right. We're going to take the fine tip and we're literally just going to go around. I am not even doing the lines because there's a whole lot of lines. You could use the brush tip if you want. My brush tip has been used so much that it's not looking so great. I need to get a new marker. But my light one is just fine, I think. I can't remember now. Actually, I do have two sets of the Daffodil Delight, but for whatever reason, I always grab the one that's wonky on that side. This is Daffodil Delight. I liked the brightness that it would have on that black and white background. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and do this one. Just since we're here. We will take our light Daffodil Delight. Oh, it's kind of bad too now. And we'll do the bottom part, and then we'll go back and do the edges. This is probably why it's bad, because this is how I color with them. But that's okay. They're not that expensive. And they do last me a while, so. All right, let's go back and do all the little pieces that are left. And you know what? One thing too, when you're coloring the sunflower, it's okay to have a couple of white little spots in it too. That will just give it more definition, and it'll be like the sun is shining down on it. Not that I really know anything about that, but that's what I thought of. All right. Keep going. You can obviously take your time when you're doing this, but I'm not, because I don't want you to have to wait, 30 minutes to watch me color it. It does not take me 30 minutes to color though. I'm a fast colorer because I don't really stay in the lines, I guess, but. All right, there we go. Now let's do this one. And we are just gonna use the fine tip for this side. I know I'm probably going really fast, so it's probably shaking the table, so I'm sorry. All right, almost there, and it's to the easy parts. All right. Now we are going to do the green, and we're going to use Granny Apple Green for the leaves. There's, they're tiny, so we're just going to do a little dark and then do a little light. And I got to go get my soft suede because apparently I forgot to put the soft suede in the bucket. Okay. Or I might have lost it, I don't know. All right, so then we're gonna use the brush tip on this one. We're just gonna color it all in. All right. And almost there, almost there. Okay, I think that is good enough. So we'll get all that out the way. We are going to stamp our sentiment, and we're going to take this label that comes in the kit, we're going to flip it over, and we're going to use the white side, and we are going to use a soft suede. Oh no, wait, actually I used black memento for that. All right. Ta-da! Cover that sucker up. Move it all out the way so I don't get it all over me. And then we are gonna bring in our cutter. We are going to cut out our large and our small. So here we go, we're gonna line it up again. We need to find that little hook and our little hook. So our little hooks are over here. So let's see if we can line it up with one of them. There we go. And then our small one, and this one's easy because you got the leaves. Okay. We'll run this through. Sorry for the shaking. I know, Kathy. I know. Sunflowers, you like, y'all might get this card in the mail. I don't know. All right. As you know, I have two now. I do try to send my cards that I make on my Facebook Lives. I send them to customers a lot. And then, of course, you know, family, friends, that kind of stuff. But I do try to send one. So I keep one to sell at craft fairs. And then I take one and use it for sending to customers and as thank yous and that kind of stuff. So, all right. We are going to take and put some seal on the back of that. We're going to lay that right about there. We're going to pop this one up. We're going to do 1, 2, 3. Let's do one more just to be on the safe side. This one, we're going to put the leaves facing down so that they're kind of poking out. We are going to put dimensionals on, we'll put 2 right there and then put a little bit of seal on this end. We're going to put it up just a little higher so you can see the leaves at the bottom. Okay. I might have had that a little crooked. You know what? Let me put one more dimensional underneath it because it seems to be flat right there. There we go. Ah, perfect. Okay. Now we are going to take linen thread. Y'all know my favorite. And if we're going to be doing some sunflowers, we got to pull out the linen thread, right? That's how it works. We're going to actually take a large piece. We're going to fold it in half and we're going to do what's called a double bow. So now you've just folded a piece in half like that. And then you're just going to tie a bow. And it will do a double bow for you. Makes it very easy to do a double bow. We will trim off those ends. A glue dot. And with the glue dot, I'm rolling it on top of itself, just kind of folding over so that it's not sticking out. We're going to adhere that right there. And last, we are going to add some shiny rhinestone basic jewels to it because you got to have some jewels on it. We're going to add, let's see, one here, one here. I did all small ones because for whatever reason on this pad, I have got a ton of small ones left. So we're going to put, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, perfect. Before we go to the other sheet that has the big ones on there. All right, so there is card number 2, project number 3. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it's the same as last, very similar to last week's, but I couldn't help it. You got to do the black and the white with the sunflowers, right? All right, let me bring in the projects again. I'm gonna move all my trash. All right, so we've got this one, which I put out of the camera. Then we've got that card, and then we have this little notebook here. So, and if you really like this, you could even attach a full, a piece of this to the front and do this right on top of your notebook if you liked that design. So, thank you everyone. Yeah, Dora, the last one's my favorite too. my favorite. All right, y'all, this was a great kit. And again, if you have liked the paper pumpkins in the last couple months, The best paper pumpkins are the ones that are for your fall and your Christmas and all that good stuff. So make sure you subscribe. There, you can go straight to the link in the description of the video for shopping and just go look for the paper pumpkin kits. The other thing is right now, because you have celebration, there are free, like you could get, if you do a 3-month subscription, you can get 1 celebration item for free. So that, I mean, now is the perfect time to stock up and get those prepaids if you really like the paper pumpkins. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget, next week is Labor Day. I was gonna try to go live, but I don't think I'm gonna make it. So but I will post a video. We will start using the Perfect Partners. We're gonna start using those. We're actually gonna do the Yeti. We're gonna do Yeti next week, okay? So be on the lookout for that video that gets posted. And don't forget, celebration is over on August the 31st. All right, everyone, I will see you guys later. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you guys have a great Labor Day weekend. Bye.